component. So today we're all going to share our squishy faces on Zoom. It will be quite the sight as Sjoukje guides us through an uplifting jaw massage.
Awesome.
Sjoukje.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Sjoukje. Professionally, people know me as Sjoukje Remark, but I did get married last summer, so I'm now Sjoukje Josok. Yeah, I'm excited to be here to guide you guys through a face and jaw massage. It's something that I see in my practice a lot as a registered massage therapist. So I'm an RMT. I've been an RMT for, my gosh, 15 years, and I own a massage therapy clinic. So in my practice, I do see a lot of people come in with tension headaches and a lot of tension in through the jaw and through the face. And often we don't realize how much tension we hold on to, like in through our jaw and face, until we start experiencing headaches, or we start experiencing a heaviness through our face, or just almost like a toothache or pain in through our jaw. That's actually often a referral pain that's coming from the muscles in through our face. So if you tend to clench your jaw, grind your teeth, and hold your jaw in kind of odd positions when you're stressed, this is going to feel really, really nice. So you can do this without any oil or anything like that, but I find it is a little bit easier if your face is damp, or if you do have a little bit of oil on your skin or on your fingertips. You can use like anything like a jojoba oil or any sort of carrier oil that you like. Jojoba is really good for the skin. Argan oil is also really nice. Or if you prefer not to have oil, you can use like your favorite lotion that you can put onto your hands that you massage into your face. Or you can even take like a rose water or like witch hazel and just spray the face to dampen the skin. And again, you can do this with nothing. If you're just, at a red light and you're feeling tension in through your jaw, you can use these techniques without anything on your face or on your hands. But I guess considering everything that's going on, I would highly advise washing your hands first before touching your face. But yeah, so we can get started. You guys can follow along with me and do these techniques, or you can take notes, or I'm not sure if Tara's recording, but maybe we can all be able to watch this afterwards if you just want to enjoy and watch. But basically, I would just start by finding a comfortable position, taking a moment to roll your shoulders back, maybe close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just do a bit of a scan. See what you're doing with your jaw right now. Are you clenching? Maybe you can allow your jaw to relax. See what your tongue is doing. Is it pressed up to the roof of your mouth? Are you contracting your tongue muscle? Just allow your tongue to relax and let it fall down from the roof of your mouth. And then what I like to do is, before starting on the face, just doing something to open up the neck, to allow for some lymphatic drainage and to open up the structures below the face before we start. So just making a V shape with your hand and placing it along the line of your jaw. So kind of your thumb and finger are near the base of the ear. And just start by gently pulling forward. So you're almost doing like this clasping motion. And just pulling from the ears down to the chin. And you can work your way down your neck. And not pushing too hard. You don't want to block off the airway or your circulation, but just enough that you can feel the drag on your skin and the opening up through the neck. You can do that a couple times. I find it feels so good just right along your jawline, right underneath your jawline. There's a lot of lymphatic vessels and lymph nodes in this area, so it's a great way just to stimulate the lymph and the circulation before we start to work on the face. And then from here, we can take our fingertips and place them on our chin. And again, you can do this without oil or lotion, but if you find you want a little bit more of a glide, some oil or lotion would be helpful. But just starting from the chin and working your way up the side of your face towards your ear. Just doing this nice stroking action. Guess I'm fortunate. I naturally have oily skin, so I'm gliding just fine. We'll do that a couple times. And you might even feel some bumps along the way. That's totally normal. Those are your muscles and some of the attachments, and you may even be feeling your teeth. And then from here, we get a little bit more specific. So if you take the palms of your hands and place them on your cheeks and actually clench down and bite, you can feel these muscles pop out into the palms of your hands. This is the masseter muscle. It's responsible for chewing, clenching, grinding. So this is a key muscle that we want to target when we want to help relax the muscle of the face and reduce some of the tension. So once you locate that muscle, you can take your fingertips and then just gently push it into that muscle, or if you're a bit of a sucker for that deep tissue feel free to press a little bit harder. And if you find a spot that's tender, just hang out there for a moment, push into it, take a deep breath, see what it feels like. Maybe one side is more tender than the other. Maybe one side feels tighter than the other. Just hang out there for a moment. And then you can keep moving around that muscle. You can always go back to putting your palms on your chin, on your cheeks, if you want to relocate that muscle that we found. So you can do point compressions here. You can do a circular motion here. And if you find, again, if you find kind of that tight spot or that tender spot, we can include a stretch while we're holding that tight spot. And we would just do that by opening up the mouth. So find a tender spot and then open up the mouth while you're doing that. If it's too tender, just ease up on the pressure a bit, but go through the range. If you have issues with your temporal mandibular joint, or if you have TMJ dysfunction, just being cautious about how wide you open your mouth. But this is a great way to challenge the muscle while stretching it and massaging it. Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper, instead of using your fingertips, what I like doing is kind of bending my fingers like this and using my knuckle. And this is great because you get more of a surface area on your face between the two knuckles here. So again, you can push into the muscle. I like this. This is kind of my go-to when I'm feeling headachy. If I'm feeling a lot of heaviness, I just kind of jam my knuckles into this muscle here. And again, you can open your mouth and close. I find I just can target more of the muscle, go a little bit deeper. And then from here, you can glide or you can do point compressions. But if you're starting you're further back on the jaw here, and then just gliding along the upper jawbone. This is where we get to do the squishy face and all the way to your nose. Again, you can do point compressions if you don't have that gliding action, if you don't have the oil, or you can glide right along. And again, it'll feel kind of bumpy. You'll feel your teeth, but it'll feel so relieving and good. And again, you can do this with opening up your mouth. How does this feel, you guys? Smile, thumbs up, awesome. So you can do the same kind of action, but work your way down through. Amazing, awesome, Anita. You can do the same thing, but doing the lower jaw. So I don't know if you can see from the side here. So you can kind of get an idea of how good that feels, where the points are. You can also do just a straight static stretch. So the stretch that we did before is more dynamic, where we were opening and closing the mouth. So more of a static stretch, relieving pressure in my eyes. Awesome. Okay. So good. This is like the easiest way to massage yourself. It's hard to do your shoulders and other areas, but if you can alleviate the tension to the face, it's awesome. Okay. So static stretch would be taking your two fingers. I wash my hands. If you haven't washed your hands, you may or may not want to do this, but You just place them on your teeth. And pull your mouth down. So in the moment when you're doing that stretch, it feels a bit like a stretch, but not like you're stretching your hamstring or your quad. It's a little bit different. I find you feel the relief when you actually release the stretch. So if you pull your jaw down, and again, do this within your tolerance. If you're feeling pain, stop, but kind of see how far you can go down, what the range of motion is. And then once you reach that end of range, hold that stretch, take a breath or two, and then slowly release. And it's that release that you can feel that you did a stretch, and it feels really nice in through the jaw. You can also puff your cheeks out. That's a way to stretch that muscle as well. So yeah, you can pull your jaw down or puff your cheeks out. You can even exaggerate a smile or anything to kind of really move the mouth and cheeks around. That'll help stretch the muscles as well. And then one other muscle I'll touch on is the temporalis muscle, because this is also responsible for clenching the jaw, and it's located on the side of your head. So again, taking your palms, putting it on the side, and then clenching. And then you can feel that muscle pop out into the palms of your hand. So from here, you can take your fingertips and you can just do some massage and through your hairline. Move your fingers around. And this feels really good, especially if you're feeling the pressure in through the head. And you can work your way down to your temples, doing circular motions through the temples. And even up through your eyebrows. You can kind of pinch your eyebrows.
Yeah.
And then to kind of finish off, it feels really good. I'm not sure if I can do it with these earbuds in, but pinching your ears and pulling them away from your head feels really good. There's a whole fascial chain from your head down through your ears and down your neck. So pinching them and pulling them out, even moving them and wiggling them around can feel really, really good. Okay, I'm just gonna look at my notes, make sure I remembered everything. I think we covered everything. And then you can just finish by, again, deep breathing, check the tension through your jaw, relax that tongue. If it's pressed up against the roof of the mouth, guaranteed you're clenching and doing something with your jaw. So relaxing your tongue and just rolling your shoulders to finish it off.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
So while people are driving or doing laundry or whatever you're doing, just, massage your jaw. Really.
You can do it while you're washing your face at night, when you're in the shower. Yeah, when you're at a red light, or just when you just need to take a moment to address the tension.
It's amazing how neglected our jaw is, and yet we use those muscles every day. So.
Yeah, and often subconsciously. So we're holding a lot of tension in there.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for that self-care tool.